Hi, my name is Giselle Arenas.
My name is Melchor.
Hi, my name is Giselle Morfin.
And my name is Daniel Wieland, and today we'll be talking about the preservation of culture related to music and dance in the modern era. By preservation, we refer to the continuation of certain musical or artistic expressions. How people achieve this is an ever-changing process that is not defined by strict limitations. We'll each discuss our events in relation to its music, setting, and significance.
Hi, my name is Giselle, and the event I observed was a cultural presentation by Danza Azteca, Grupo Coatlicue Mesa de la Virgen de la Luz, at the All Souls Procession on November 5th. The event was a musical dance that presents the Aztec traditional form of prayer to the universe, promoting harmony in nature and within oneself, and to invite ancestors to dance with the group. The group consisted of a circle of male and female dancers of all ages, and two drummers at the front end of the circle. They wore colorful, traditional clothing and feather headdresses. The timbre of the drum was thunderous and hollow, and it set the beat for the dancers. Dancers would join in with maracas and tambourines, which had a grainy, bright, and dense quality. The tempo was moderately fast in the beginning, but increased at different parts. As the tempo increased, the dancers' movements were faster. The dancers had organized movements that included spinning, stomping, squatting, and graceful stepping. A chalice with smoke, called a sahumador, was used during the ritual. The purpose of this was to create a blessed, safe space for their ancestors to enter the circle and dance. I interviewed Rocio Leon, who had been a part of the group for 13 years. Rocio emphasized that they were not performers doing a folkloric act, but volunteers who come together to pray with the purpose to preserve and inform the public of true Aztec tradition in undiluted form. Many traditions did not survive the Spanish conquest, so they aim to preserve and teach these traditions to the younger generations as well as the general public. These include the dances that represent stories of the Aztecs, such as planting corn or stepping gracefully as deer. These stories are fundamental components of Aztec heritage and have been passed down for over 500 years. Rocio stated that she danced all throughout her pregnancies, held her infants while dancing, and taught her children to dance at very young ages. Children are taught these dances and stories at young ages in hopes that they will participate in ceremonies throughout their lifetime and act as representatives of true Mexican heritage to carry traditions for future generations.
I went to see the University of Arizona's Grupo Folklorico Miss Only during two of their dance rehearsals. Folklorico dance can use music as well as regional attire from all over Mexico. One of the dances I watched was from the state of Jalisco, which uses mariachi music, which is from central Mexico. While watching, I noticed that some of the steps served as beats at the points where they hit the heaviest, especially at this part. I could tell that each sequence of steps is a pattern that may be repeated or changed with each strophic section. I mainly spoke with Alexa Zosaya, one of the dancers. Alexa knew a lot about Mexican culture relating to folklorico. I asked her and the other dancers the impact the dance group has on themselves and the community. Most people just said it was for fun or a good workout, which is really all dancing needs to be as a hobby. On a deeper level, Alexa emphasized her love for the very diverse culture of Mexico, such as the German influences in Nuevo Leon with shorter dresses and polka, to the African and Caribbean influences in Veracruz with the rhythms. Wherever they are invited to perform, they hope to bring history to the audience and make people less homesick, and also show people who want to learn more about Mexico a piece of their culture. It is important that people learn more about Mexico, such as the types of dance that aren't just inspired by indigenous or Spanish culture, or types of music that aren't just mariachi. Even though indigenous rituals and the flirtatiousness of couple dances are lost in today's practice of folklorico, the dancers love their culture and want to share what their people have done and not lose sight of what makes them Mexican.
I attended a choir performance located at the Fred Fox School of Music in the Crowder Hall on November 21st, 2017. It featured two choirs, the Honors Choir and the University Singers. The Honor Choir performed first and was composed of an all-female group that sang in conjunction with a supporting piano. After they sung 6 songs, UA Singers took over. There are a significantly larger choir group featuring the standard bass, tenor, alto, and soprano roles, in addition to more supporting instrumentation and soloists. They also cover a variety of songs, time periods, and styles ranging from an Argentinian work to a song where the lyrics are entirely derived from the Lewis Carroll poem, The Jabberwocky. I interviewed one audience member's opinion of the show who described it with great enthusiasm, praising the eccentricity of incorporating children instruments into that piece. The piece was also a favorite of one of the performers, a bass named Eric Liu. Besides learning about his music minor-driven career, in my interview with him, I also learned how some of the historical legacy of the pieces that they were performing were also maintained to this present day. For example, when they performed a piece written by Russian composer Sergei Rachmaninoff, they switched positions in order to maintain better tone control for the piece and reflect more of the quality that the conductor thought was appropriate for the time period. Another song, titled Gloria, preserved its cultural heritage by being derived from an Argentinian hymn titled Miss Criolla by Ariel Ramirez and ultimately arranged by Padre Gabriel Segade. It incorporated Argentinian folk music influences as well. By placing these traditional pieces side by side with more modern songs like Set Me As a Seal or arranging them in a modern context, the choir did something unique in that they preserved the piece's cultural background by mixing them with a contemporary backdrop. Ultimately, this mixture was greatly effective because it not only demonstrated diversity of the talent of the choir, but also maintained interest from the audience members as well.
Hello, my name is Giselle, and the event I attended was the U of A's dance show, In the Moment, located in the Stevie Eller Dance Theater on November 30th. What you just heard was a sample of the type of music that was featured within the dance show I attended. The dancers preserved the traditional dance form of ballet in a unique way by juxtaposing it with contemporary improv dances techniques and modern music. The event consisted of a total of 12 different performances that expressed each individual dancer's talents. The music choice throughout the performance showed the tradition behind the event. Not only did the dancers include traditional music, but also their wardrobe expressed the tradition too. The dancers used a lot of vibrant colors and long wardrobe in their performance. Most of their music choice consisted of fast-paced beats with booming drums, harmonious traditional singing, and chimes ringing throughout. The era of music changed as the show went on. They used modern and traditional, which I thought was very unique, making the audience stay in awe. I had the opportunity to meet with Michaela Harrington, which was one of the student dancers involved in the show. Michaela has been dancing since she was 4 years old. Her mother put her into dance, and she loved it. Her mother was a music teacher, and Michaela stated that her mother had told her as a child, and I quote, that music is always in charge of you. This inspires her, even as such a talented dancer today. She never forgets how music is an important part of her dance career. Also, another dancer from the performance, Jacqueline Conte, confirmed, and I quote, that music is always a very important key component in dancing. It can really affect a dancer's intention and the way you reflect movement within the dance. In conclusion, I enjoyed the dance concert. It was a phenomenal experience.